All right, good morning, everybody. How are we doing today? Got some exciting prices, and it is 11 o'clock on the spot, guys. You know what that means. Cue the intro. Good morning and what's happening, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me today on the live stream. Today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin Cash versus Satoshi's vision. Not a lot of people understand it, want to know what the hell the difference is. Well, I'll break it all down for you, as well as look at our wonderful, gorgeous TA. First, just a few things, guys. Again, thanks for joining me today. Make sure if this is your first time to the channel, hit the subscribe button and smash that like button. We appreciate the support. Make sure the audio is coming in good. Looks like the audio is coming in good today. All right, cool. So let's see here. Announcements. So I finished my latest Trading Crypto 101 video. It is entitled TD Sequential, a comprehensive introduction to mastering market dynamics. If you guys are unfamiliar with the Tom DeMark sequential system of trading, I highly recommend you go check that video out. Now, I've never played with the YouTube Premiere feature before, and I honestly don't know how many people are going to show up, but I will be available at 1:30 p.m. Central Standard Time today, so shortly after I end the live stream, depending on how long this goes, maybe an hour or two after I end the live stream today. That video will be live, and I will be available with a live chat feature to talk with you guys and watch the video with you guys for the first time together. So if you guys have any questions, you guys want to make comments, or just, laugh and make silly faces, I'll be there for you guys to do that. Looking forward to you guys joining me for that, and it's going to be a good time. I don't want to go too deep into it, but I have watched and studied and traded with the Tom DeMark sequential system for a very long time now, and I've seen lots of tutorial videos, and as you guys know, one of my big things is attempting to fill the need that I see out there in the cryptocurrency trading community with sound technical analysis, with sound trading advice, with sound charting, and with sound actual trading methodology and explaining strategies, because most people are just going off what they're watching on some simple 5-minute YouTube video, and that person showing that simple 5-minute YouTube video just learned that from some other simple 5-minute YouTube video. And it's hard when you start trailing the chain back of education to actually find somebody with some actual background in sound trading or profitable strategy. So that's the goal here. That's what we do. Want to still announce that Gabriel from X42 was very generous in donating some X42 to Cracking Cryptocurrency, and the next 100 people who sign up for our premium signals and mentorship program will receive 10 X42. That makes it currently at this time a 20% discount for a 1-month subscription. So that's pretty fantastic. Thanks to Gabriel. Shout out to Your Crypto Daily, Red Planet 32, and Johnny Boy Crypto, the rest of the people over at the Your Crypto Daily team. We were on, I was on last night with a live stream with them, and Scott from Hyped on Crypto. That was a good live stream. You guys should go check that out. I'm sure Johnny Boy will drop the link in the description down below. We got out there, guys. We were talking about some real stuff, man. Some heavy-hitting stuff, guys. It's not all about price action, guys. You guys got to have the mentality and the greater worldview to profit in this world. I will tell you that. Not only do you need a sound trading strategy, but you need a sound mentality to make it out here. And whether trading's your game, investing's your game, or just general technology is your game, having that good mentality will really help you grow and profit and prosper in whatever avenue or whatever venture you choose to go into, as well as having a better understanding just of how the world works. All right, let's see who's joining us this morning. All right, Aaron in the chat, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Johnny Boy Crypto, Mike SZ, Red Planet 32, what's going on? And we got Zombieologist, Vergeologist in the chat. I believe that's Matthew. What's going on, man? Thanks for joining us on Twitch. All right, so let's take a look at Coin Farm and see what price is doing in the short term right now. So let us see here. All right, so these are just the 5-minute tickers right here. So all the technical analysis on TradingView is a buy in the last 5 minutes. I don't go off this, but it's just good to see confirmation because this is going to be your oscillators. This is going to be your moving averages, general, and this you're going to get an overall rating. So the last 5 minutes, buy signals. Oh, man, it's loading so slow for me. All right, so let's look at the last hour. Does TradingView say we should buy or we should sell? Man, this page is really lagging up. And it's probably because everybody's trying to buy that dip. Green movement, oh my, yes indeed. All right, so still sells from the TradingView indicators on the 1 hour. Now let's look at the ratio of longs to shorts. Now when I actually checked this morning when I woke up, the ratio of shorts to longs was like 59 shorts to like 41 longs. And that is generally an unstable ratio, and whatever ratio you're over leveraged on lets you know the price is likely to move to the opposite direction. Because when you're seeing an established downtrend, a sharp movement down, at the more, and this is how retail traders trade, the more price moves down, for example, the more traders are going to want to enter in those short positions, and eventually you get a situation where price has moved so far down that retail traders are convinced or scared. It's not convinced, they're scared. They're FOMOing in. They're convinced that price is going to continue to move down, and they've already missed the movement, so to say. And so they are trying to guarantee themselves that they're going to capture a significant movement by piling in. But unfortunately, that is the moment that provides liquidity to the opposite side of the order book. And then you have individuals who are having their limit orders filled at this very low support levels. And you have individuals that are aggressively market buying, like I like to, on those strong red candles. And that is how you're able to catch the bottom or buy low and then sell high, because there's no more sellers now anymore. Once the last of the retail is piled in, and they're the biggest and the slowest crowd, they always pile in once a trend is already established. And what they don't understand is that the trend is already exhausted. In fact, them piling in is what exhausts the trend, because it was only the trickle in of more traders that keeps moving the price up or down. So you're looking for those opportunities where you're seeing large volume spikes in the direction that the trend is already moving, and then you're looking to be actually the person that is buying on that low wick before it becomes a low wick. However, most likely, until you get to that upper level, you're going to be looking for the confirmation of a closed reversal candle, like a hammer candle, or just a very long red candle with a very long wick at it at the bottom, preferably somewhere around support, will let you set that buy order. Now, setting a limit buy order down in a low volume node, which I'll break down here in just a minute, below a support level like a 618 Fibonacci retracement level, is an extremely good strategy to get your limit order filled on the cheap, and that is how institutional traders trade. Okay, so looking at recent history, last 24 hours still 218 million shorts. All right, at about 4 a.m. and only about 103 million longs. So, and just in the last hour here, we can see that the shorts have continued, going back, if we go back, or sorry, that's the last 30 minutes, going back an hour, we can see that the longs have tried to pile in here a little bit, but it's not very significant. The highest pile of longs in a 1 minute candle was about 3 million. And, so overall, in the last hour, we've had about 19 million longs open up, about 12 million shorts. So longs in the last hour are starting to pick up. But overall, for the last 24 hours, obviously, we knew that shorts were absolutely dominant, with $717 million worth of shorts being opened up on BitMEX. But now we can see the longs starting to pick up. So let's go to the charts and see what sense we can make of this. Let's see here. Yeah, can't let you guys have all the fun. No, you can't. Aaron, good to see you, man. Thank you for joining us. All right, guys. Let's see here. So, Bitcoin. Bitcoin. What's Bitcoin doing? All right, well, we actually broke through support, 63.85, and went through that point of control. All right. What did we say yesterday? All right. What did we say yesterday? We said yesterday that price did pull back to expected support. Initial support was tested. Price retraced to the upside before capitulating to the lower level of support, which was the point of control. Most likely due to shorts versus longs being unstable, skewed to the short side, price will probably experience a reversal at this level and move to the upside. If 6,400 is unable to hold, next support at 618,786 fib retracement, confirmed by wedge pattern, ascending support line, unconfirmed by volume. Okay, so what does that mean? Let me break that down for you. Okay, so that means that yesterday when we looked at the chart, we were right here, holding on support here at the, a little bit below the 382, but really at the high volume node, which, let me make this a little easier for you guys to see. I've had some comments that it would be easier for you guys to see if I extended the VPVR. So there you go. Okay. So the VPVR, the volume profile visible range, is one of the most powerful indicators that I use. And what this does is give me a horizontal representation of price, of volume, of how many transactions are occurring on each individual price level, as opposed to the traditional volume indicator on the bottom, which is volume by time. So what we're looking for here, or what we were looking at yesterday, was price resting on the point of control, which is always strong support. And we can see on the 6-hour chart that we consolidated there for about, for about half a day, for about a quarter to a half of a day. And we did experience that small move upwards. So we were able to catch a scalp. So looking at the chart where we were looking at yesterday. So we were able to bounce right here, and there was a little bit of upside potential. So not the movement that I was really expecting to see, but that's okay. The shorts were just overpowering, and the longs did not step in to snap that up. We did end up moving down. To the next level of support if 6,400 didn't hold, which we see that 6,400 didn't hold. And now we're seeing a much more impressive reversal candle. So this is the reversal candle that I'm talking about. If you're on that second level of trading, so if you're not actually able to aggressively market buy or have your limit order filled. So right here, a 618, having a limit order, having a buy order set a little bit below a 618, below a strong support in a low volume node area. So as you can see, let me make that VPVR a little bit wider. Let me make it a 40%. Yeah, okay. So hopefully you guys can see that. So as you can see over here, we have a very high volume area right here. And this is the volume area where just probably about 70% of volume is being traded. Actually, if you look at my developing point of control, which is my blue squiggly lines, within that box is where 70% of volume is occurring. So that is where we're looking for strong support and resistance, and generally the bottom tends to be support, the top tends to be resistance, depending on which direction you're going. If you're underneath, resistance and resistance. If you're above, support, support, okay? Low volume nodes are areas, think of it like, the best way to think of it is like train stations, okay? So price is the train and it's moving along, and when it gets into a high volume node, that's a station, and when it gets to a high volume node, we expect the train to stay there for a while. It's expected to stop, let some people off, let people on, people go to the bathroom, buy some snacks, get embarrassed by their kid because their kid's screaming on public transportation. You guys know how it goes. And when the train leaves the station, so as we can see here, this is a good example, right? Just looking at the 12-hour chart. Actually, I want to go to the 6-hour chart. Maybe this will make a little bit more sense. So as you can see, price moved up from around 6,400 once we broke through the point of control. And this is a bus station, right? So we broke up from one high volume node area, and we tore right through a low volume node area because the train is just, the low volume node areas are the train tracks, and price just buses through those, okay? So train's in the station right here. We're at a high volume node. As you can see right here, we're at a high volume area. Train busts through the high volume area finally and breaks resistance, and we go right through the train tracks, all right, all the way up to the next train station, right, which is a bigger train station. So we spend more time here, all right, and we see this ascending scallop breakout formation, all right. And once we were able to break resistance here, you can see that again we just shoot through a low volume node area. Train's just busting right down the tracks until we hit another high volume node area. Now we're at the train station. Price stays at the train station for a while, and then we actually move to the downside because we break support here at 64.97, and then price just shoots all the way through the train tracks until we catch on the train station, all right, high volume area, and price hangs out here for a while, just a little bit, but the shorts were pretty overpowering. And when we finally break resistance, you can see that we again shoot right through the low volume node area until we hit the train station again. So we caught support on the very top of the high volume node area. Actually, price did wick down all the way, and this is what I'm talking about with the stop loss on, guys. So typically, what traders will do, what smart money will do, is they will set their limit orders in low volume node areas right below strong support, right below the volume profile, okay? And this is, you know, typically, there's a couple ways to look at this, because typically, you know that you want to set your stop right below the high volume node area. Okay, because the reason being is that, you know, very often, very often, price just shoots through those low volume node areas. So you know that if your stop gets triggered, well, it's because price is moving below the high volume node area, and you want to be safe, so you want to miss the price just shooting through that low volume node area, because you know that more than likely, price is just going to break through this low volume node area right here, and it's not going to catch support until we hit another high volume node area. So that's a very helpful tool to help you guys trade. Now, let's see here. If we have, what was I going to say? I do want to say, if you guys want to use the volume profile indicator on TradingView, you do need to have a TradingView Pro account at the very minimum, or at least sign up for the free trial, and then you can use the volume profile. If you guys don't know how to put it on your chart, you simply go up here to indicators, and then you click volume profile, and then visible range is right here. That's the one I use. Session volume is also very powerful. I'll break that down at a later time. And fixed range is also very helpful too. So I like VPVR because it auto calculates, and I can look at whatever area that I think is relevant for volume, but just things to keep in mind. All right, and we can actually see, if we zoom out, that price did catch right at the top of the last high volume node area. Okay, so looking at recent action, price stop lossed into a low volume node. But if we zoom back and look at the buying potential right here, we can see that there was a lot of buying that occurred right here at this last breakout, which makes a lot of sense. That was also the point of control of volume at that point in time. So that makes a lot of sense, guys. So, all right, so this is looking like a better reversal candle, and the 618 Fibonacci makes a lot of sense. So the 618 Fibonacci is always the area that we're looking at targeting, always the area that we're looking at going. It is a very strong magnet for price, either the upside or the downside. So we didn't see much of a bounce when we came down to that initial point of control at 6,400. We kind of just, we really, I mean, honestly, like, we had a little bit of upside right here, and we were able to scalp a little bit, but not like, it wasn't an impressive movement, you know. And I don't like those small, like highly leveraged, very small scalps. It's just not the trades I like to take. Let's see here. Mike SC says low volume at candle. Yep, I agree with you, and that's actually I see that very low volume by time. And what I had wrote yesterday is support here at 6,400 doesn't hold, but volume is not here, equals weak support. But I have to look at the confluence of that plus the Fibonacci, and that lets me know that there's a good probability that this price is likely to hold, at least in the short term. And I mean, you are already able to catch the scalp. So if we look at it on the 1 hour time frame, you know, individuals were already able to catch this bounce. The people who bought here are already in profit right here. Now, price moving up. Okay, so what are we likely to see? I want to look at the 1 hour and see if I can see what I want to see. All right, so our last pattern was this symmetrical triangle that broke bearish, and now got a nice little broadening wedge, perhaps. Let's see here. Okay, nice little bearish channel that we've got going on. So if we stay within this channel, let's see, we're gonna be meeting resistance here around 63.65. That's also, well, 63.58 to 63.65, I'm going to say roughly. And the reason why is because that's the channel we've been trading in for a while. Now our Fisher is still giving us an overbought, but on the hourly chart, we did top below the zero line right here, which typically lets us know that price is going to continue moving down. So is the 618 going to hold? So yeah, you can see we've got this steep descending channel, and we're going to need to break out, guys. And we're going to need to get back above that $6,400 level and back up to this high volume node. But again, so our current resistance right here is going to be 63.61. So that's right, that's 63.58 to 63.65. Now, if we can get above that, guys, it's the train station, okay? So from 63.61, 63.65 to 63.95, the $30 movement, there's no resistance, and we'll just go right up. We'll just go right up. And then again, our resistance we're looking at is at that 63.95. So if we get above that 63, 61, 63, 65 region, I think that we're going to have a very nice movement to the upside. So we got a lot going on here. Let's see if we can clean this up a bit, guys. Okay, so, all right, this makes sense. Let's see what happened here. So we did not bounce off support at 63.85 like I thought. Okay, so let's readjust. Okay, so what did price actually do? Here, okay. Our next resistance is still up here at 64.69. Still want the bulls to get us back up there. Okay. So now we did fall lower. We did have a healthier retracement, which is good. That means we will be able to move higher. All right. This played out. Okay, so we can delete that. We don't have to have all these lines. And again, we already saw that that movement played out right there. Okay. And we did not experience the significant bounce. So let's move that over here. And let's move our target zone over. Okay. All right. So the downside potential is 62.83. And that worries me. And the reason that worries me will do, bro. So that's our next high volume node area. Right below the 786 Fibonacci retracement at 62.72, and that support's going to extend down to 62.52. Below 62.52, guys, price is only going to be turned around by a stop loss hunt. Okay, so we can see that it was the support right here that reversed these prices, and it was the stop loss hunt that really caught these. Okay, so not a whole lot of people bought these dips. It was just everybody that sold, like for example on this candle, I mean, look at all that volume. It was just everybody selling that exhausted price moving lower. So price moving up is not always like people buying and bidding the price up. That's part of it. And that has to occur for price to move up. But you have to understand that the less selling resistance that there is, the fewer people can move the price of an asset up. So when you have a strong capitulation event, when you see candles like this, I mean, this is why listen guys, I'll give you a little 5-second tip. If you want the best scalping method out there, all you need to do is get a bot and program it. You know, this is called people call it all kind of things like, Quick Fingers Luke calls it like fat fingers, right? It's not like a lot of people call it different things, but all you're looking for is to catch a coin that has a massive, massive, massive red candle, right? And as soon as you see that, you buy some. You market buy it because, again, market buying pushes your order down. You're chasing liquidity the right way. And then you just scalp it to the upside, like 1%, 2%. And you just do that on every single coin that you see do that. Because, once price moves down rapidly, 9 times out of 10, it's going to experience a short-term reversal before the market responds to that. And retail traders get in and begin selling and push the price down less. I mean, it's the easiest scalping method. I mean, you can't do better than that. There's not RSI crossovers, overbought, oversold, MACD, histogram, blah blah blah. That's not how professional scalpers do it. Scalpers scalp on volume, and if you're not scalping on volume, you're not going to be a success. All right. Decoder says, I'll need to take your course. There are some terms I'm unfamiliar with, like broadening wedge. Yeah, so a broadening wedge is typically a bearish. So, you know, a wedge, you know, obviously a wedge, okay? And we see lots of wedges. Like we had a compound fulcrum that we were trading in for most of the year. And this is a type of wedge. All right, sorry, the compound fulcrums, yep. And then we have this really symmetrical triangle. And then we have this wedge right here. This is a real wedge, okay? Not really a symmetrical triangle, a really, really tight wedge. You can have a descending wedge, you can have an ascending wedge, you can have a really fucking tight wedge. And listen, here's the thing, man. Like, is it possible? You know, I'm not the only one. I mean, it's good TA. A lot of people use broadening wedge. But one thing that you'll learn when it comes to chart patterns, people have different names. And again, I'm not saying this thing. You can go Google broadening wedge if you want. But people have different terms for different things. I don't know if it's like to be unique. So I know that sometimes I'll say things like I call chart patterns certain things, and I know how they react. I know whether they're going to typically break bearish or bullish, or, you know, I know how to make a measured move and measure my upside potential and my downside potential. But yeah, I do say, I do have some custom terms, man. You won't get this stuff anywhere else, guys. Don't get this stuff anywhere else. But yeah, a broadening wedge is typically, so that's where you're having either price not making consistent lower lows or consistent higher lows, and it's typically a bearish signal because there's no solidity to the way the price is moving downwards or upwards. But yeah, man, take our course, dude. I'd love to have you in there, Decoder. Let's say Real Staga Roach, thanks for joining us, man. Good to see you today, man. All right, so I've been on Bitcoin here for a while, guys, so we got to get to some other stuff. So let's make some measured moves and look at our potential, guys. So I think that more than likely a short-term bounce again. Okay, so let's bring our text down. Let's get real with this shit. All right, so volume resistance right now. It's at 63.60, 63, what did I say? 63.58 to 63.60. Let's call it 63.60 and not mince it. All right, so there we go. Let's draw our pretty little box. All right, baby. Okay, so let's get over here. So okay, this is getting a little clearer. Near that needs to be resistance. Yes, sir. Okay. Okay. Resistance at end of high volume node area. 63.60. If price is able to break to the upside, most likely a rally to, what did I say? 63.95. 63.95. All right, guys. There you go. Bam. So if this, then that, right? If this, then that, which would put us back up at that target area. And then our next step after that is getting above the point of control. So the point of control is going to probably serve as strong resistance. So more than likely, probably an initial rebuff from there. And listen, that's going to let me know where we're going. Because if we reverse from here, then we are looking at traders being interested in the price of this moving up and probably bidding this up much higher. The potentially shorts dropping out and having to cover, which will be very good. So we're going to see that. If this 618 holds and price begins to move up, shorts are going to have to cover because now they're trading in the wrong direction. They're going to have to take their profit. And when shorts take their profit, they have to cover, which means they have to buy. So again, but strong resistance at the 6,400. So probably stay within that train station for a while. Get reversed. I'd like to see support right here at that previous point of control. But that'll put us back up into the support area, and that's good to see. That's good to see that we're recovering from this, and this was just a dip. That will also be a good breakout of this bearish channel that we're now trading in. If either way, that channel is probably going to break because I don't see us really. I mean, if we move down like that, I mean, then the shorts will be very happy. But so our next support area is going to be here at 62.82. But realistically, looking at volume, I'll get a little bit more precise with it, gentlemen. It's actually going to be here. Bam. So from 62.70 to 62.51. All right, and that's kind of our last area of stand, guys. Kind of our last area of stand, because below this it gets kind of scary, man. Below there it gets scary. Not all hope's lost. All right. I don't probably think we'll I mean, the alternative is that we enter into a period of consolidation. If we enter into a period of consolidation right here, that's good because there's way more shorts than there are longs right now, and the shorts are going to cover just to hedge their bet so that they're not trading to the downside, or so that they don't get reversed upon because they've already got, you know, the shorts that entered here, 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 here. They're already in good profit. So it's only the greedy ones that are going to get liquidated. Super guilty of quote proprietary terms. Yeah, man, we got that custom cracking cryptocurrency fettuccine chicken alfredo trading strategy, that Olive Garden. All right, so I think that's probably pretty good, guys. That's probably pretty good. All right, BTC long. Truth. That out on the Twitter. Maybe I should make a stock tweets account. You guys think, oh, I fucked it up. Sorry guys, I gotta redo that shit. For those of you who watched, you know what I did. Come on, you piece of crap. My internet's fast. No, I gotta delete that. Alright. Sorry, guys. You don't call that technical difficulty. You call that, like... Still... I'm awake, though, man. I've had some good coffee, dude. Good coffee this morning, guys. Get that black silk. All right, yes, Scott, I know, SEO, I'm working on it, man. All right, so there we go, gentlemen. There's that Bitcoin. And who changed the name of that? Oh, that's funny. All right, so now that's live. Technical analysis. All right. Ethereum, guys, don't hold your breath. Hey guys, I appreciate those thumbs up, man. Got about 15 people watching us across Twitch and YouTube. Highly appreciate the support, guys. You won't get this anywhere else. That Olive Garden strategy. All right, so what did we say yesterday on Ethereum here? Actually, I didn't update the text yesterday on Ethereum, did I? Oh, God. Sneaky, sneaky. So this is what I had said, not yesterday, but the day before. Tightening wedge forming on the 6-hour chart. All right, you see right there, that tightening wedge. That's the green, guys. Hopefully you can see that. 5 waves of impulse should bring us to the original price target of 228, all right, which was the top of the breakout of the consolidation range, the area we were targeting. Bulls were not able to push us up there. We had our warning signs right here. We did not have any divergence to trade on. Didn't have any divergence to trade on. Unlike Bitcoin Cash, where we had very powerful divergence. So I knew for it. I mean, I was Bitcoin Cash going down. I mean, 2 days ago. Let's see here. So, alternatively, if the wedge breaks down, we're looking at a potential healthy retracement to support 1 or support 2. Now, Ethereum holding that support a lot better than Bitcoin did. Like Bitcoin like hit that support and then just went bam because the shorts just kept piling on. But, and you know, we do have a weak, but this is a fairly weak Reversal candle, not as much volume as I'd like to see, but a reversal candle nonetheless, it still is. So let me widen that VPVR again there for you guys. Again, heard that people like that. Now, if you guys look, so VPVS is session volume. Okay, so again, I talked about volume profile. There's session volume here, and session volumes are really good too. So if we turn VPVR off, that's very, or visible range. So session volume doesn't move. Like if I move it, and as you can see, it's plotted around each session. The session is a trading day. It's 24 hours. So in the case of a 6-hour chart like I'm looking at right now, every 4 bars will form this little like blue box, and you can see that the VPVR is actually on the left. Kind of hard to see. I don't know if you can see that real good. Let me zoom in and you'll be able to see a little bit better. Okay, do you see? So the VPVR is actually on the left of each side. Let's see here. Scott says, what do I think about Amazon partnering with ETH News? I don't know. I really don't know much about that news, actually. Please enlighten me. But if that's true, I mean, that's good. I mean, heck, you know, I was talking yesterday about William Shatner tweeting at Vitalik Buterin. So, you know, now we have a few governors that got elected in this recent midterm election that say they're positive and will be supportive of cryptocurrency. Zombie Knowledge is goodbye on that fun. So, yeah, I mean, there's every single day, man, more exciting news comes out, more exciting news comes out. I'm still not sure if 6K is going to hold, though, so just beware. But I am absolutely certain that whatever way we go in this market, it's cool. Like, the best thing you can do is just buy and hold. Well, okay, let me rephrase that. I actually don't think that. I'm saying that if you learn how to trade with an effective trading strategy, I've already gone over this. I've done the statistics like many times, and I've tried to share that. You just do a back test of like the simplest moving average strategy, and you would have made more than you would have made just buying and holding Bitcoin. But if you're uncertain, if you're uncertain of how to trade, just buy it and hold it, and then learn to trade, and then you'll actually be able to grow your Bitcoin. But yeah, man, like, we all know, like, there's no debating that we're in a good space, man. And it's in an early phase, man. It's in an early phase. But session volume, we can see here, extends the point of control for each session to the right. And so that red line is that point of control for the session. So we can see here that a lot of volume got transacted at this level, which again is interesting because we see the wicks down in low volume areas, and that's only because smart money is buying those dips. The rest of the majority of the retail traders are buying in right here, and that's okay. Like, that's where you want to be to start off, because that is putting you in the right position. And then the next level is trading like institutional money, where you're actually taking the smart risks that you know have a high success ratio and a low downside potential. So I'm going to turn session volume off for a little bit, and we're just going to look at VPVR again. Okay, so. Okay. So yeah. All right. So our high volume node ends here at 206.19, and then we got a train station until 205 to 203, and then, or excuse me, train tracks. And then we got train tracks from 203 down to 202. So I mean, super tight margins on this Ethereum. I don't know, guys. I don't know. It looks like we're starting to blow past support a little bit here. But, you know, dropping volume. So, and longs didn't really do anything super significant, guys. Longs didn't really do anything super significant. Let's pull up, let's take a look. Let's look at it on the bigger chart. Self key. I'm done with self key right now, so let's look at ETH, USD, longs versus shorts, and then we'll look at boom. Okay, so there's longs, 41 million. Okay, so Ethereum longs still like, oh, okay, hold on, let's look at this on the daily. There we go. Auto that baby out. Yeah, oh, did you guys not know that you can chart longs? Oh my God, technical analysis on long positions. What will they think of next, Charlie? Man, I'm starving, I'm not gonna lie. All right, so strong pattern, looks like we're gonna hit some resistance right here. Ooh, can we put VPVR? Is it possible, gentlemen, to do a volume profile? No, because volume's not available for this instrument. Okay, didn't think so. ETH shorts. That symbol. Okay. So here's our percentage ratio. 20% shorts compared to 159% relative to longs. Okay. So longs still really up there, but we didn't reach that over. When we reach that like just completely over region, like then the shorts just, you know, we're over leveraged to the long side and price is going to move down. So now we're seeing this kind of healthy bounce back up. And I don't know, let's see here. See if we can get over this resistance, guys. Longs are trying to get over this resistance level. We had this nice healthy movement back down. Let's look at our Fibonacci. Fibonacci. Ooh, 382. Now we're just trying to get over that 236. Not super strong though, I don't think. Probably gonna get some short-term resistance right here. I think there's still more downside potential here for the shorts. But it seems like things are leveling off. That's a pretty decent blow-off period. All right. Let's take the measured movement. Yeah, there it is, guys. 618 retracement with that 382. That's pretty goddamn strong support. Right there. All right. So that's our support. Orange support. And we've got our 382 with our 236. Gonna get over our resistance, guys. And we're gonna know which way this breaks. So if this breaks, I'm gonna keep my eye on these longs. If we break to the upside right here, we got good potential to continue moving up and have that measured movement upwards. If we break back down though, likely entering into a period of consolidation where price is likely to be range bound, or we're looking at retesting the support, which means that price is going to continue moving down. So I'm pretty neutral on Ethereum right now. Pretty neutral on Ethereum. I think there's still more room to go down, guys. I think there's still more room to go down. As you can see, we're moving still down in this channel, and I'm not going to be convinced until we see a break of this channel to the upside. So again, getting down below 2.0, let's see here. Dropping below 206, probably going lower. If we drop below 206, probably going to test that support. So I'm not even gonna, because we're talking $3, I'm not even going to chart that out so much. I'm just gonna say that we're probably looking at a retest of this support at 200, 205. So most likely moving down here to this support. So I'm not pulling my short off Ethereum yet. But it'll most likely kind of be like a yo-yo down, or like ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, because that's just how we're moving down in the channel, okay? Don't worry, I'm not gonna make the mistake again, guys. I will not make that same mistake. Tweeter. And there we go. Publish. Load, damn you, load. Got it. And there it is, sorry. Yeah, man. I don't know why. I'm really hungry. I had a great breakfast this morning. Woke up, had my coffee, made an omelet. Whoo, boy. I love that keto diet, man. No bread, no carbs, no pop, a lot of oil. Good stuff, guys. A lot of meat, good green vegetables. Man, you feel fucking fantastic. All right, baby, 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 Ripple. Guys, I'm going to say something that's going to be controversial right here. And this Ripple price action is not impressing me. Price action, not impressing me. And I'll tell you why. So here's what's going on, guys. Bitcoin is undecided. And I think that people are going to continue in the majority of their leverage shorts on everything else until people are absolutely certain that Bitcoin's price is reversing. And Bitcoin's price reversing and moving to the upside is going to most likely cause the rest of the other big coins on MEX to continue moving down a little bit. So I think we're actually probably looking at testing these lower levels of support because that's really all we have left. So maybe even like a less movement up, like that 382, and then back down. And I'm sorry to be a Debbie Downer, guys, but I just think that's probably more likely now. So that's my new movement. So this was our last Ripple call, or excuse me, our second to last now, since we called that top up here. And we had measured the consolidation range and we measured the breakout to the upside. So you could have aggressively entered with a market buy. Sorry, let me zoom up. You could have aggressively entered into your market position right here on the break of the consolidation channel. Or you could have attempted to buy any of these dips in this lower high volume node area once we were aware the consolidation had been established with 1, 2, 3 touches of the consolidation range. Then you have a good floor right here. And again, that's the white box within the white box was my accumulation range. And so we break to the upside. And now what's nice about that is because of the tether pump, we now have this nice channel pattern. So we can see the real terror and downside of these of the bulls not holding this level. And the bulls must hold 45, 46 cents on Ripple. But yeah, this was the tether pump. And now with this recent pump breakout of consolidation, we now have a good vision to be able to chart what the hell is going on. So we were able, see, we reversed in a low volume node area, guys, and this is not typical. This is usually not what we see. So now we're looking at 50 cents becoming resistance, okay? And we're looking at 47 cents again becoming that support. So I still think we're going to experience that short-term pullback to 47, 48 cents. This very weak volume on this movement upwards does not have me convinced, guys. Okay. All right, so y'all got that? Weak volume on this moving upwards, guys. I'm not convinced. Most likely we continue down to the 47 cent range to find better support until Bitcoin makes up its mind. Today, potentially, we could move up as high as 50, 51 cents. Like, probably not 51, but maybe 50. Where that current resistance is, but there's probably not much gas left in the tank after that, guys. So I'm actually not going to pull my Ripple short yet. I had been hedged I posted that yesterday. I had been hedged because I took potential longs on XBT and Ethereum to the upside, but didn't cancel out my short. So I'm probably going to need to remove from the long positions. I already got stopped out of the XBT hedge that I put in, but I'll probably go ahead and start removing from my XRP hedge right here, and I'm gonna continue adding to my long at this point, guys. Yeah. Why does that just say text? Let's get the fuck rid of that. All right. Please try again tomorrow. I've only published like 2 ideas. What the fuck are you talking about? Huh. Okay. Well, that was weird, silly, fun, whatever. Okay. Crypto friends, thank you for joining us, man. Good to see you, man. How you doing? All right, well, we'll post that in technical analysis, guys. If you guys want access to these, you can follow us on TradingView, and also they are posted for our subscribers in there with generally, hopefully, sometimes a little bit more nuance. Okay. All right, Litecoin. So the last time we talked, I had said that longs massively inflated. This was not yesterday, but this was 2 days ago. Likely price retracement until longs versus short stabilize. Bulls have to hold support, point of control, or likely retest of channel bottom. All right, guys, so support did not hold. I said bulls have to hold this price for a breakout to occur. Broke right through that 52.70, and now we came down to the 618, which is the bottom of support right here at the volume area. So here's what I'm going to say. This is the last stand for the bulls on Litecoin. This doesn't hold. We don't hold 50 bucks, man. It's a long way down. We're probably going to retest that channel bottom. So let's make that official. Last level of support. Otherwise, most likely a retest to the channel bottom. The only other possibility okay. Very unlikely a reversal in this area in between the 618 and the 786. A stop loss hunt reversal. Very unlikely. Could potentially catch on 49 bucks, but probably after we see that, most likely a stop loss hunt down to this area, because that's what we've already seen 1, 2, 3 times. So that is the most likely potential there with Litecoin. So still not out of the Litecoin short, guys. Still not out of the Litecoin short. Is it going to let me publish this idea? No. Can't even publish it private. Well, I could, but what's the point of that? What's the point of that? Okay. Bitcoin Cash. And then we can look at any altcoins, guys. So if you guys got something you want us to look at, we'll look at them altcoins. Hold on a second. Nano's looking good, guys. Loom is looking kind of okay. Where the hell is it? Ravencoin looks like absolute shit. MPXS I'm pretty excited about. Wan Chain's dead to me. All right. Here we go at Funfair here. All right. Bulls stepping in. Bulls stepping in. Fall in volume. Not really what I want to see. Not really what I want to see. That's a tight margin. It's a tight margin. I bought some Funfair right here. Bought a little bit right here. So see how this plays out. That's the strategy, guys. Buy on red. Sell on green. Not buy on green, sell on red. Buy on red, sell on green. If you guys just do that, you'd be more successful as a trader. It doesn't mean that that trade's going to play out, but it just means it has a high probability of success. And if I lose, I only lose a couple percentiles. But if I win, I get 5 or 6. That's how you trade, guys. Gonna have losses. Your losses got to be small. Your wins need to be big. Or, you know, okay, at least. Let's say that. Bitcoin Cash. Okay. Looking at breaking down out of that first level of support. Looking at breaking down out of that first level of support, guys. Bottom of that support's there at 512.70. Top of the support is at 549. Let's change that. Not 530, 512. 513. Okay. I still think we're gonna move further down. I mean, look at the volume, look at the non-reversal candle pattern, guys. Let's zoom down a little bit. Yeah, it's the same on the 6 hour. Strong downward movement right now on the 6 hour. Yeah, only in the last couple hours are people trying to buy up that. It's only at the 38.2 though, so that's not. Nah, nope. Point of control on the 4 hour. So that makes sense. Point of control on the 6 hour too. So that makes sense. That makes sense. But I think we're gonna bust through here, man. Not buying it. Why did I move all? Why was this all like way over here? There we go. Why was this over here? There we go. There. And like that target's all the way over there. Let's try to hit target 1 first, guys. Okay, so that was the initial idea. But looking at volume here, guys, we got a potential on this point of control right here. But I don't think this is going to hold. I think we're going to bust through, guys. Not going to bust through. Let's see what we see on. Okay, so now we've got confirmation. Now we've got convergence on the RSI, or excuse me, on our Fisher. Do we see any divergence? No. Well, here we go. Let's see here. Higher low, lower low. Do I want to trade that divergence? Okay, I can see it on the smaller time frames. I could see it on the smaller time frames. So let's see how far we pop up here, guys. More than likely, not very far. Maybe up to like maybe 590. That's a $20 potential measured movement. But more than likely, in the long run here, guys, I think we're going to go small. I think we're going down a little bit. We're going to go lower. Okay, cool. Now I can tighten that stuff up. Good. Yeah. See that? Descending wedge pattern. Now that can be bullish. That can be bullish. But we're going to need to see that break right here. We start breaking out to the upside. I'll see how high we can go. Maybe 590, maybe 600. But there's a lot of resistance there at 600. That's where price got turned around before by the bears, right here. So I still think that the most likely scenario is that we move lower. That's this port. But there is that slight divergence on the lower time frames. But I don't think it's going to pop us up very high. from the point of control. All right. So there you have it, guys. So still, you know, the longer trade, the longer term trade on Bitcoin Cash, still not out of my short, guys. I don't see any reason to get out of my short. Not yet. A little retracement to the upside, that's fine. Probably test the upper bounds of this channel and then probably right back down for a while. And that's just where we're at. That's still where we're at. All right, guys. All right. Okay. Okay. Anything you guys would like me to take a look at? Let's look at Nano, guys. Got stop loss hunted, guys. Mental stop, though. Mental stop, not hard stop. So look, if you came here, your mental stop, and you're seeing this, why would you sell? Why would you sell? You don't sell. And now look. See, price has made a nice correction, movement to the upside. Now let's see here. We're at a little nice baby. Little baby. Now I don't know how high we're gonna go, but that did bring us back up. So if you are feeling like antsy about Nano, this is probably a good time that you could go ahead and offload your position. It's fine. People have been on my ass about Nano, and I've been saying for like a couple days that, you know, I'm not as confident in the position as I was before. Completely admit that. That's fine. But I did tell people to wait. Most of them bought here or here. And they wanted to like sell here. And I'm like, fuck that. You're stupid. Let's get a retest moving up to the channel. So now you're in a better spot. So let's see here. That seems pretty decent. Okay. So Decoder, this is an example of a broadening wedge, okay, where you start small and then you start expanding as you go out. And again, that's because the highs and lows aren't consistent. And that's generally bearish, because what that means is that your up movements generally become weaker and your down movements become more pronounced. And it's hard in that situation to pinpoint an absolute bottom. Yeah, I feel you, man. There's other ways at looking at stuff. There's other ways at looking at things too. Fundamentals, technicals, teams. All right, guys. So, okay, so be real, this is a 50-50, guys. It's a 50-50 trade. So we like to take trades where we have a statistical advantage, and we no longer have that statistical advantage. So definitely, if we go back here, okay, let me make that a little bit better. Bam. If we pull back from your hard stop at 28.75, because then we'll have blown through this potential reversal and we're going to hit this final level of support right here. All right, so that is going to be, I think, important. Okay. So that's going in the premium signals channel. There we go. Got to keep the peeps updated. They pay for the service, man. They pay for the service. Got to keep them happy. All right, listen. I'm not going to say it. Just not going to say it. I mean, you guys watched me do this chart the other day, right? Well, where do we pull back to? Oh my God, how does he do it? Guys, this stuff, it's not hard, man. Dedicate yourself, apply yourself, and you'll be all right. It's the funnest thing in the world, man. It's super fun. Right at the top of the volume area, pretty nice. Let's extend that VPVR out so we can actually see what the heck we're talking about. Sweet, I like it, good, fancy. All right, so now you're looking at right now, since we've already had the stop loss on it, yeah, 45.52 is where I'd probably have my stop set. Or if you wanted to be a little bit riskier, maybe 450. 450 would probably be an okay place for the stop. But yeah, below that, you don't really have nothing until the lower support right here. Okay, so yeah. So I did say give it the benefit of the doubt until it breaks the bear flag, but it is a bear flag. We saw it broke a little bit down. All right, bearish divergence on the Fisher 6 hour right here, guys. We saw that bearish divergence. Price posts a higher high. Our oscillator makes a lower high. That's all right. Should let us know. Boom. Price is going to move down a little bit. Equals. Nailed it. All right. Look for a little consolidation here. Stop at, what did I say, 45.52? Okay, so you guys could take a tentative swing here at Bitcoin Gold, but I'm not going to take this trade. Not a trade I want to take. It's too much resistance overhead, and there is more potential on the breakout of this resistance, which I'd be looking to take, because I'd rather take that movement. I'd rather take that 12% movement than I would this 3% movement trying to get past like massive resistance. Does that make sense? I'd much rather take the safe trade where we have nothing but train tracks than just assume that this thing is gonna juggernaut itself, smash its fucking forehead through the strong resistance here. That's not the setup that I want to look for. Oh, Neo baby, Neo baby. Neo still consolidating like a fucking snooze, dude. Like, man. Bears and bulls fighting between accumulation and distribution. Bulls have the advantage right now. Still looking for that breakout above 003. 30,000 satoshis. That's what we're looking for. Yeah. 30,000 satoshis. You guys see how hard my brain had to work there? Ravencoin, just terrifying. Yeah, so we broke below support and did have my hard stop there. So right here, right there, yeah, and you just had to be out, man. You had to be out because look, that's the end of the volume. It's the end of the volume, and there's nothing on the way. There's just train tracks, guys. I don't even think this is going to reverse price right here. I'm looking down to that 504, guys. Right here, really. That confluence of the 618 and the 78 frames. And then volume. Turn around right around here. That's a big area, but I mean, we gotta wait, and then we'll look at the bigger time frames when we get down to them. All right, yeah. So Raven looks scary to me, very scary. All right, MPXS. That just looks fantastic to me. Just looks fantastic. I like it. I like it. Metal. Pretty boring. Here's my stop loss here at 884. So it's still flirting in this accumulation range. Trying to get below it, but the bull's trying to push it back up. That's cool. Staying roughly in that volume area. So still accumulating metal. It hasn't popped off. Come on, Funfair. I ain't got time for all this. ENG looking pretty good. Called that breakout, guys. Not the breakout, I'm sorry. Called the pattern, all right? Still looking for this other break. Getting a lot of resistance, man. The volume looks good, and we're above that last volume node at 9802, so ENG we call, or ENG, sorry, I get engine chain and ENG mixed up. I mean, just with the letters, because why wouldn't you? The last level of support here for Wan Chain, man, 1495, and then 1443, but really, I mean, you got to give the goddamn thing the benefit of the doubt and be down here at 1370. But I really don't want, you know, obviously this is looking less healthy if this bullish trend breaks, which I mean, it's breaking right here. It's breaking right here. Wan Chain, you're dead to me. All right. All right. Let's see what we got going on. All right, awesome, guys. Hey, thanks for joining me, man. I try to have some fun, dude, but I also try to provide some good sound technical analysis. Let's take a moment and pay some bills. And I'm gonna get like overlays and, you know, like little thingies, but you know, I need techie people to help me out with that stuff, guys. You know, I spend so much time looking at the charts and picking out good trade positions that you know, like, you know, just mentoring people and stuff. That's what I do. That's my background. So, you know, people that are good with computers and people that, you know, are good with, you know, all the, you know, whams and zuzus of all the stuff that makes this like kind of happen behind the scenes. I really appreciate that, man. Thanks, Scott. Thanks, Ben. You know, everybody, I really appreciate it. Thanks. Shout out to everybody. Decoder. Let's see here. Crypto Friends, Johnny Boy Crypto, Mastache, good looking out. Real Stogger Roach, Mike SZ, Aaron the Big Boy Lind, Red Planet 32. And everybody watching around the world. Thank you so much for your support, guys. Again, let's pay some bills real quick. Navigate your browser at cryptocurrency.com. Are you a trader? Would you like better success? Would you like to learn how to trade? Would you like to get good trade signals to base your ideas off of, as well as be in a community of established traders and successful, profitable individuals who will help guide you on the path to success? Well, then head on over to cryptocurrency.com. First thing you want to do is click this button, join the community. We'll bring you right to our Discord, guys. And then feel free to DM me at JWiseFree or at Mastache or at Epistemic Crisis or at Ben Kirkland, soon to Falir. Be happy to help you out, guide you. Payday's there. He's a moderator. I'm sure he'll guide you to the right place too. While you're here, keep us on air, help keep us what we're doing. Some lovely men's shirts, some beautiful lady shirts for the woman you love. You know she'd look good in that purple with that Kraken Crypto logo, guys. And then on over to trading services if you guys are interested in upgrading to a better style. All right, guys. And then feel free to drop us a line at contact@cryptocurrency.com. That's what I used to look like with hair. Man, the good old days. So, all right, guys, it's been a blast. It's been real. It's been fun. I love you guys. I am premiering my new video, TD Sequential. a comprehensive introduction to mastering market dynamics today at 1:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's a fantastic video, so in an hour and 15 minutes, I will be back live on YouTube to do the premiere, and I'll be here whether there's nobody here, or whether there's 3 people here, or whether there's 200 people here. I'll be here to answer live questions and watch the premiere of the video with you guys. I have watched lots. I've been using TD Sequential System for a long time. It is a fantastic full-bodied approach and strategy to trading. Gives you entries. It gives you reliable exits. It gives you really reliable entries. It gives you stop losses. It gives you support and resistance. It lets you know if you're range bound, whether you're trending. It's one of the most powerful indicators out there, guys. And mastering it is not as complicated as it looks. There's a lot to it, but to understand the basics and begin using it as a comprehensive approach to really mastering the markets and understanding dynamics, I mean, unbelievably powerful tool. You guys, even if you're not into trading, just learning that, the simple psychology behind it and how you're using very simple math to calculate measured movements, it's going to help you guys out a lot. So again, that'll be live at 1:30. It's already on the YouTube page. You can go click and hit the waiting list, set a reminder, do whatever. Yeah, hope to see you there, guys. So again, I'm Justin Wise for CrackingCryptocurrency.com. Keep it cracking, guys. Let's cue that outro.